Okay, Count Gordon, thank you very much. Count Gordon, I'm delighted to be able to speak briefly on this second stage on this very important piece of legislation. It's badly, badly needed. I look forward, Minister, to you getting it passed and getting it enacted, because the pernicious activity that goes on, with content online is just quite shocking. And us as adults can deal with it, but we've seen horrible cases in the past of, people, huge pressures and huge, some lost their lives as a result of it. So it's long and badly needed. And some of the companies too can be quite reckless and can refuse to remove, obnoxious stuff that's on it, content that's on it, and they should. So I look forward to a day when this will be dealt with. I hope the laws will be strong enough and they will be effective and that they will be able to deal with it. But it's not an easy world to traverse. I too would like to salute print media in my own county and in Waterford and beyond as well, the local press, very important part of our whole story and our whole heritage and our whole being. And it was so sad, to see the diminution of those, many of those outlets. And we met them here last week from the Nina Guardian, and salute to Nina Guardian, Tipperary Star, and indeed, all the other outlets that are there, the Waterford News and Star, and many others. Different story with our nationalists, where we have takeover there and a whole lot of publications, maybe up to 14 of them, taken over by a big company again, conglomerate, quite nasty people, and sold our offices of our nationalist newspaper and have all the staff work from home. Many of the staff who had 30 and 40 years service were dumped unceremoniously, just dismissed, and this was outrageously treated. And it's a tell of what greed can do, and what people that are reckless and careless and think they're answerable to no one can do. And now they have no home to work in, no office, all working from home, as everybody was during COVID. But I just talked to some journalists last weekend, and they're still working from home and have no idea if they'll ever again have an office. I don't believe they will. An old building was bought in town with no sign of that being taken over or being refurbished. So we must be conscious of the workers, the great people, the reporters, the scribes, the editors, the different people that have worked there over the decades, and all local media. So important. And of course we have then the national broadcasters and the competition there, and the unfairness as well, the way TG Cahir and others. And I have to thank Grip Media. But for Grip Media, an independent organisation, some of us wouldn't exist at all. Because if you don't suit the narrative here, if you don't obey the narrative and fall in line with it, you're banished. That's the sad state of affairs from a national broadcaster, Minister, and it should be looked into and examined, because it'll beholds the name national broadcaster when they won't cover every group and every talk dollar that's here who have something to contribute. Mightn't suit their, as I said, narratives and everything else, but it's very important that all voices are heard, whether it be in print media, whether it be on television or whatever. So, I mean... Can I ask you to propose the adjournment of the debate? You can, of course, I propose the adjournment. Thank you. When we're